Eh, might as well go live now just to make sure that everything works. Unlike last time. Freaking can't believe I can't believe I live streamed 2+ hours of Splatfest and it just went to the void. Speaking of, I should probably go on to YouTube, do anything to make sure that this broadcast isn't in the void. Huh. This very much looks like a broadcast that's not being broadcast. Anything showing up on the home page? Nope. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, I could have sworn I made the stream public, but maybe that's the issue. Which is a shame because the whole point of scheduling in advance was to try and make it even though this was a last minute idea to do it this sort of stream this sort of early. I thought if I at least scheduled it, people would at least be able to have some warning that it was live. But if it was private the whole time, then nope, not the case. Now I just gotta find my way back to my actual YouTube channel to find where it's being streamed from. Here looks like. Okay, looks like we're good. We have a live stream. And there is a live stream showing up on my end. Oh, you know what? I forgot to at least adjust the what's it called? The latency? What happens if I go to live now? Okay, it still shows this here. Can I adjust the latency? Oh, it's already got an ultra low. Okay, that works. Alright, if everything's here. Guess next step would be to actually do the hey I'm live thing. Well, so much for scheduling. To give a warning. Oh. And we're live. 99% sure that it's actually live this time. And what happens if that looks like the thumbnail for this. Oh, that looks like the thumbnail for the stream. I guess I'll pull up Discord. Do I want to put a post on Tumblr? Because I'm being more active on it, doing more than just reposting art and pretty much have all my content queued up. I mean, it'll take one extra second. Why not? Excuse me. I should listen back to one of these vlogs to see how and if the burps actually come up, because they're real faint. And I try to put my head as far back as possible when it happens, but I'm still worried that it actually gets caught by the mic. Alright. And this is some chill music to actually set up a live stream with. So, I'm cool with this setup. Should probably start closing some windows I don't need though. Alright, don't need Twitter anymore. That could mean so many different things. Alright. I probably don't need this window anymore, and I definitely don't need these windows. Okay, that should help performance a little bit. Now to get on Discord and do those plugs. Skipping Dawn of Gen recording stream this week to try that Dynamax Adventure stream I wanted to. Cool, my mic is right in the way of the Discord window, so that's gonna be fun how to do the manage around with. And now everything is screwed up. Definitely not helped by the fact that's probably getting picked up by mine. Thursday. Even though the new games are out, gonna cross my fingers to find some people to play it with. Worst case scenario, there's always CPUs. And the joke there is that the CPUs in Dynamax, and pretty much any raid mode in Sword and Shield, are completely terrible. But hey, it's something. And live on YouTube. Fully got it. Right this time. With some Dynamax Adventure rating. And I think that's all I really need for that. Okay, so guess now's a good time of saying to hop on over. Oh, was there always like little screenshots to preview your objectives? That's the first time I've noticed anything like that. Then again, I feel like I've said it before, but I can't stress it enough. 90% of my gameplay with this game is just running over to this room right here and staying in this cave. In combination with just running around the overworld to do max raids in other places. I get why they added the max and max raid, but it always was just like caught me off guard because it's just like, I get why they added the max to differentiate it from Pokemon Go raids, is what I'm saying, but it's still kind of dumb. It's a raid. The max doesn't really mean anything. Maybe that like they're big raids or big Pokemon. Still doesn't mean too much. I'm surprised they force you to talk to an NPC and don't just like trigger a conversation just by walking that way. I mean, what else are you gonna do heading in that direction? Alright, so I think my game plan is like I'm gonna do 2 just completely blind. Take whatever we can get. And then maybe we'll try like Zygarde. Cause I discovered the day that I said that I was gonna do these raids on stream and then canceled the stream, I still ended up doing the raids. And in the process, I came up with an amazing strat for actually taking on Zygarde. Well, that's kind of taking more credit than I deserve, because what actually happened was someone I was playing with made this play of getting the Pelipper and keeping to the very end, and then just spamming Y-Guard, and Zygarde can do basically anything to us, because the majority of its attacks are AoE attacks, and the whole gimmick of Y-Guard is that does AoE. Oh, this is great. This is just completely random and open, and we only just now got our third person. Oh boy, all my fears are becoming justified very quickly. Oh, bro. I mean, I'm gonna wait that timer because I really don't want to do this with CPUs. That being said, if anyone still plays Sword and Shield, they're welcome to come in. Like, anything's better than a computer. Come on, come on. I really don't want to wait out this whole minute timer. Perfect. Oh my god, we actually got a fourth person. Let's just hope that they actually hit the check mark. Hit the green check mark and become verified. Why? I don't even know anymore. This is half the reason why I'm doing this stream and not Dawn of Jin over on Twitch like I normally do on these days. It's kind of sad and ironic that I don't really like any of these. So I guess I'll go with this until we've come up with something better. As I was saying, no. I'm kind of just feeling... I'm not sure if outfit's the right word, but... Oh. And of course the whole reason I wanted to stream now was because the house is kind of quiet. And... I waited way too long to actually get started with this. I'll keep going. Warning in advance, I might like randomly pause because no one else knows that I'm doing this, and no one probably cares. Let me pick out what team I was. We got the fire. Trying to see if there's anything besides water we can go after. Oh, I guess Treasure Buzz is part electric. So, I mean, that's something. That's something. If I have to, like, pause in the middle of the stream or mute my mic at random times, apologies in advance, but this is why I typically don't stream in the middle of the day, because I'm always paranoid about that happening. Always try to wait until the evenings, if not later, but not sure if I'm with just how chill and / off I've been feeling today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna feel up to doing an evening stream, so better this than nothing. Alright. This might be a little awkward for the only water type out on the field, but I'll manage. We'll make it work out somehow. Okay. Don't mind me. Just gonna triple check real quick and make sure. Cool. It's actually showing right on the home page that I'm live. So we actually got a stream going. Still a little salty that like that whole 2 hours of Splatfest that I streamed, that the stream didn't work and it was completely pointless. Like, only thing I have to show for is that technically the matches still happen, so I could go back through my replay catalog, record the replays and upload them, but it's just not the same without the commentary. But it is at least something. And it's a shame because I got a strong gut feeling that we're not gonna get anything like this in the new Violet and in the new games. I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to have me get the games. Like, it's just I kind of feel weird about them still. I felt weird. I felt conflicted before they came out, and that's why I didn't get them at launch. And even now that they're launched and I'm seeing some gameplay on it, I still feel kind of conflicted. I mean, and it's like, when video games are like $60, and you kind of feel burnt out because you haven't really felt like you got a satisfied experience out of the majority of AAA games you've bought this year, it kind of just leaves them like an impression of, I'm not gonna rush myself to actually get the video game. There's plenty of other video games to play. Alright, let me get this guy in. Maybe I'll remember to continue that story a bit. So, it feels like for every cool thing I've seen in the new games, there's something that's like either really unpolished or just a feature I find annoying. I think that's the biggest reason why I'm still on the fence about it. It also helps that I've still got to finish Legend Arceus, and I started my playthrough of the XD mod. Oh, I want to take the. You know what? I'll just take the Charger Bug. It'll be more helpful. It'll be more helpful against the final raid than the Tentacruel, I'm pretty sure. No, wait, it's. Oh, I'm dumb. I completely forgot that it was a water. Forgot that it was a fire. Well, at least I'll have an easy time with the Manatee when I getting that. Okay, that is completely my fault. I had complete brain fart of what the last one is. For some reason, I was thinking that it was water, when what the wires in my brain were trying to say is that it's a fire type, so you should take the water. So of course I just tossed my only water type out the window. And Treasure Bug has some room to be like a good support Pokemon, and in multiplayer team games, I always like prefer to play the support role if I can. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, power of special Alex move. If it wasn't for the fact that we're going up against something that Treasure Bug is probably weak to, this would be a keeper. For now, though, I guess we'll just see how I feel after being a boss. Gonna go with the mindset of if someone else wants this thing, they're more than happy to take it. I screwed up, and I can make this thing work if I have to. But if no one else does, and it's got some good solid water moves, maybe. Also helps that we don't know what it is. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be water, but it might be a dual type. They're only legendaries and Ultra Beasts, so I'm pretty sure there's not a type combination of that could resist electric. But hypothetically, this Charger Bug might be better. Oh, I did the thing again. They're fire types, not water. We're working our way towards a fire type, not a water type. See why I did not feel like doing Dawn of Jin tonight? I can't even keep track of what the boss is gonna be, even though it was just on screen a minute ago. What was I saying now? Like Dawn. Trying to remember. Hypothetically, if we're going up against a fire type, it would be nice to have both rock and water, as well as ground. Well, my logic got completely turned over, and the flaws in it were just like got tore right open the moment I remembered that there's a Rhydon literally right next to me. We already have the ground type. I'm just trying to like make up excuses for my terrible mistake with the Charger Bug. And maybe it's also just like excuses to be the support person rather than the offensive powerhouse. But I don't think there's like a fire legendary combination that would resist water. Okay, no, never mind. I thought of one. Reshiram. Fire Dragon. that would be one reason to have both water and ground on our side. But then again, the Rhydon does a better job being the ground. And, you know, I'll probably take this Gelatin unless it has, like, really terrible moves. As much as I like to keep the Charger Bug, there's not really a good excuse to. A special ability is never going to come to play if we keep the Rhydon, because that's definitely a physical attacker. It's not like going to use special ground moves or anything. So, kudos to the one person that I felt it mattered most to dodge it, actually dodging it. I mean, actually, I take that back. The Rhydon was the most important to dodge, but the Fractuin or whatever, definitely second most important. Yep, I kinda saw that coming. This thing ran low on batteries yesterday, and yet I never remembered to put it on the charger. The only reason it just came up now was because I had it on the charger while setting up to do the stream. But in all actuality, there was a good chance that it was going to come up again. I do still have to like the charger right here, so if for whatever reason the controller went dead. Alright, let's see if anyone else takes this. They probably won't. I probably should just... Oh, his only move is dive? I really don't want to take this thing now. Fine. He's got an easy win. I could be a good supporter. The problem is Trick Room. I really don't want to take Trick Room. That being said, actually, do I want to go for the dragon just in case it is a... Oh. You know what? I'm going to lean for Fighting Path. That way, we got the Backpacker and the berries, but it seems like someone else had the same mindset I had before. So I'm not going to complain about this. I think Fighting was the most optimal path, just so we could get a health item and heal up. But this was the idea I was going to go for first. Also, it could just be Rock Dragon, and that could be another reason. I forget what typing this one is. I just remember that as Dragon. It's Steel Dragon. I'm pretty sure it's Steel Dragon. A little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Steel Dragon. Okay. So I got Diddly Squad. I don't even think I want to do. I don't even think I want to do Trick Room because I'm pretty sure the whole gimmick of this thing is that it's pretty slow. Yeah, all we have is the Rhydon, and I don't know how well the Rhydon's gonna do because it has less than half health. I guess we'll just run with it and see what happens. It's out of the blue, but I don't really got too much else to talk about. I did do a little bit of recording of Dawn and Jin earlier today. It wasn't commentated, but it was a bonus video that I've been putting off for quite a while. And like, I haven't even got done with it. I put a couple hours into it, but didn't finish it up because I kept dying to... I kept waiting out to one of the boss fights in there. I might as well explain... I'm worried, I'm conflicted between explaining it because not enough videos have been out yet for it to make any sense what I'm talking about, but I'm also don't want to spoil it either. You know, this is even worse. Like, it has Icy Wind and Trick Room. That's like that's a horrible combination of moves to have together. I still kind of wish I kept the Charger Bug, but we got the Dragon, we got the Rhydon. It gets harder and harder to justify the Charger Bug, but this gel scent isn't much better. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna just say it. If you're watching the streams, when I went through like the I don't got time to explain all the context of people who haven't played Golden Sun, so we're gonna just assume that you've been either watching that Dawn of Jin playthrough or play Golden Sun. People can chime in if they get confused along the way and I'll clarify, but just so I can start the story somewhere. In the Topi Bound ship, there's an Easter egg that you can do by picking people to replace the oarsmen in a way to go to an optional dungeon that in Vanilla Golden Sun is considered like it's where the super boss is. You can go to that early if you put in a certain combination of oarsmen. And in the initial recording session, I screwed that up, so we went through that whole segment normally. So I wanted to make a bonus video because I modded Dawn of Jin to accommodate for the possibility you could go to that dungeon early. So I wanted to make a video showcasing what happens if you go to the super boss dungeon early. Well, with how low health, it's kind of a miracle we didn't wipe already. Finishing my story though before I lose track of things. Yeah. So if you go there early, it's a 10th floor dungeon, and you can do like the first 3 or 4. You can do the first 3 floors, the first 4 fights early before the game just walls you from making any more progress until a good chunk later into the game. I got walled by one of the boss fights in there. So if I got everything first attempt, I could have probably got it done in that recording session. But I only did 3 fights, completed 2 of them. So I still gotta find some time to go back and record the other 2 fights, including actually being the one, because the one fight I like waited. You might probably saw the post on the community tab already, but I waited out to that fight in particular 3 times, and 2 of those times, one of those times I actually went and did a couple fights before going back to rematch it, and I still got waited out. Alright. I guess we'll let you take it. I mean, you're pretty crippled, you kinda need it. I really kinda wonder if I should have just kept the charger bug though. Probably won't regret it. It'll probably be worth it once we actually get into the fight and we see that it has like Sacred Fire or something that would have one-shot me otherwise, but the temptation to keep the charger bug is still there. Alright, so first battle. What do you know? It is a Reshiram. So my gel scent is completely useless. To be fair, I don't think I don't think the charger bug would have done much better, but it would have made me happier. Alright. See, everyone is... You'll screw it. Let's Trick Room. Then I can nicely win to make sure the Diddle outspeeds the Reshiram. And I'll figure out what the heck to do with the rest of my moves after that, I guess. Because I just remembered that we had a knockout already, so we only got like 3 shots before we get booted out of the cave. And half our team is already fairly low on health. So I'm not feeling too good about all this, to be perfectly fair. Oh, that's right. That'll be helpful, as thankfully as a crit. you know what would be nice if I had like like coaching or just anything that would cancel out the stats boost that one of our only Pokemon that could actually retaliate against this thing. Nah, I mean I guess everyone but me can actually retaliate. I think I actually made the more I think about it, I think I actually made things worse by going for Trick Room. God bless, I made things worse by going for Trick Room. This is why I well, now it's definitely my obligation to... No, actually... No, the restroom attack... Like, what... Ditto went first, but only because it transformed... Okay, no, this was actually a good play. Trick Room was actually the smart thing to do, who would have thought? Because I got confused because I saw the Ditto go first, but the Ditto went first because it literally transformed into the restroom, stats and all, and then the restroom attack, and then everyone else attacked afterwards. So this is the proper play. Well, it looked like it outsped some people, but that's fine because I'll just I'll just keep lowering his speed until it's back down. If we even get that far. It's possible, like, we are just crippling this thing until it can do Diddly Squat, and we got really close to just taking it out right then and there. Okay. At least the Diddle's gonna go faster than the rest of the room this turn. I might even go faster than the rest of the room. As long as someone goes before the rest of the room, though, we got this. Right, it's right on. Okay, I take my complaints back. Trick Room isn't completely useless. It's just confusing to keep track of. Alright. Now, the real fun part would be if we got a shiny, because I did like probably a solid hour or two night before the game released, and none of my raid results were shiny. So I'm half expecting to get a shiny on this stream, but it is like over a 1 in 100 chance. So I can't blame the game if I don't. Like, maybe I'm a little too spoiled with shinies, but I mean, I play Go, I play Legends Arceus. It's not too shocking. It'd be a nice bow on the package, a nice memento of this stream that I did. Probably one of the last times that I'll fully get to enjoy Dynamax Adventure, because as more time goes in the new game, I got a sad feeling that this game mode is just gonna become more and more obsolete. This is a shame, because this was probably one of the most fun modes. Like, this has always been the most fun part of Sword and Shield. This seems like a good one. It's got good nature. It's got the... Oh, why didn't I get the 10 that time? Oh well. Nah, I'm good. Actually, maybe I could have taken... Maybe I could have replaced Cresselia with Reshiram, but at the end of the day, anything is fine. Okay, we got people a lot faster than last time. That makes me feel good already. A little worried that it's taking a little bit to find that fourth person, but so be it. Did I ever finish my fight with Donjin? Yeah. I think I did, but I'll just say, like, the only part I don't think I got out was, despite the fact that it was brutal, it was pretty fun. I especially wanted to do it because on live, you haven't seen it in videos yet, but on live stream, I did actually get up to that optional dungeon on the stream at the point you would normally go there. And those first 4 or so battles were a complete joke. they're so incredibly easy that it wasn't even fun. Which makes me sad because I'm so used from playtesting that being one of the most brutal parts of the game. In a good way, surprisingly, but it was a really fun challenge in the playtesting when I just gone to that part as early as I could in the game. Because I specifically designed a way to try to, like, I wouldn't say encourage, but it's just like, it's a situation where I wanted to make it possible to do if you went there early, but I wanted it to still be somewhat of a challenge if you came there late, or put you in a mindset where you don't feel too bad if you don't get it right away because you think, oh, it's so hard because I'm supposed to come back here later. But also leave room to make you feel really good if you do manage to pull it off. This feels like the ultimate support Pokemon. So, sure, especially because I don't know what's going up ahead. If we get an amazing Pokemon along the way, all the better. I can just trade then. Alright, let's see what type we got going. Water. So... Ground seems like the most wait, was I really good? Did I really do the thing again where I was going to go after ground types for the water type? Oh boy. So, this round actually sucked and there's not really anything good to go for. Tempting to go left anyways, just to, like, get the scientists and more items to go with, but... we're not really good looking to find. It is water, right? Yeah, so... Butterfree, I guess, isn't the worst. I wasn't really going to be doing too much attacking with this thing anyways. I kind of realizing, like, when would... I'm not sure if Rage Power would be too situational or not. Oh, I was thinking a taunt. You know, this draws attention to the user. Still feels scary to do with a Butterfree, but... not the... let me just lead with this for damage and we'll go from there. That's kind of nice to actually do this on my own because I could, like... yeah, this raids in Sword and Shield are incredibly slow. I haven't got to play the new games yet, so I don't know. It looked like from the trailers that they made them faster, more, or at least more engaging and more fast-paced, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to experience that for a long time, if ever. But there's kind of a little charm, I guess, to how slow it is when you got, like, your phone or something in the background that you can do. It's a good chilled stream game because if people are in the chat and want to talk, like, I don't find myself in a situation like I did with Infinite Pit or like a Paper Mario mod or Paper Mario in general, where I'm focused on the game because I gotta watch and do the timing that I forget that the chat exists in the process. So there is that perk to it. But this is just kind of like a good, I guess, like a lot of people refer to it as a podcast game where you just like don't even have the sound on and just listen to something while playing it. It's a good background activity, I guess it's another word that works for what I'm thinking of. You know what? Last turn. Yeah. If only to protect my buddy Tokuro or Marco. Another thing I gotta remember about Pollen Puff is I can heal allies, but I can't heal myself. I'm like, maybe like Life Dew or something, so that's another thing to keep in mind. I could be in trouble if I take too much damage, but gut tells me that may not even matter, because I got the feeling that we're gonna attack this thing before it even gets a chance to attack us. So We'll make it work. This is just like an extra level of assurance. Wait. Oh, for a second there I got scared. For some reason I was like, wait. They wouldn't make it so that my friends could attack me if I use Rage Powder. Right? I guess not. Also a shame that our Zoro friend there forgot about Electric Terrain. I don't exactly blame you. Like, it's a little hard for even me to keep track of terrains and that, but the reason that didn't work is because Electric Terrain cancels out priority moves. Which is weird, because I thought that, now that I think more about it, I thought that was Psychic Terrain. And I thought Electric Terrain, like, kept you from falling asleep. If I get really bored during the loading screens, maybe I'll just Google terrains real quick, because with how much of an emphasis they have in this, it wouldn't be a bad thing to refresh myself on. Alright. It's got Thunder Punch. That would be a good thing to pick up. But I like my Butterfree. Yeah, Togedemaru wants the replacement. I'm not sure if I agree with that decision, but I will respect it. Alright. Okay, no, first I should make the move. I should pick the Pokemon and then... like it's water... I want to go right, if only for the Backpacker. I can't even tell what Pokemon that is. It almost looks like an evolution of Dunsparce. With the tail in the back. And I guess we'll never know, because we went the Ghost Path for some reason. Alright. Pokemon Terrain. Terrain effects. Terrain. Bulbapedia for terrain, I think is what I'm looking for. This would be a cool time to actually have, like... Psychic or something. All I can really do is... hurt myself, but it'd be kind of pointless to do this early on. I want to save the power points for this, just in case. So, screw it. I was tempted to take over Rage Powder, but... if I let someone else get hurt, then I can just heal them next turn, and that'd be a much more efficient use of my time than tanking damage myself. It's like a Butterfree. How good am I going to be with walling attack compared to like a Metagross or even a Mech-Tank, for example? Alright. Where's terrain? Maybe I should use Rage Powder just to prevent that from happening, because that... our Dark-type falling asleep there isn't that great. I'm just gonna hope Mech-Tank can carry the work. Alright. I got the page for terrains up here. Electric Terrain increases Electric-type moves. Fair. That makes sense. Too bad Pollen Puff doesn't heal or anything. You know what, I'm gonna just Rage Powder myself. That way, if he goes for Hypnosis again, I'd rather take the hit rather than Mech-Tank, because Mech-Tank is probably going to carry us in this fight. Let's see, double checking though. Electric Terrain boosts electric moves and keeps the Pokemon from falling asleep. Grassy Terrain supports Grass-type moves, decreases moves like Bulldoze, Earthquake, and Magnitude, and heals a 16th of HP to every Pokemon that's on the ground. Misty Terrain doesn't do any boost, but decreases the power of Dragon-type moves, prevents Pokemon from being inflicted by status conditions or becoming confused. And here we go, Psychic Terrain boosts the Psychic-type moves and prevents Pokemon from being hit by moves with increased priority. So why did Aqua Jet not work in the electric terrain. Tempting. Screw it. I'll go for it. I wasn't getting too much use out of the Butterfree anyways, and this way I at least have some. Hypothetically, I have something to contribute to against a water type. Speaking of which, that's a Politoed. I guess this is the better path. Alright, so I'm refreshed on my terrains. That's good to know. Kind of get the feeling. I kind of wonder how the meta's going to shape for the new games. I kind of get the feeling terrains aren't going to be as big of a deal as they were before, if only because, like, terrains were always like really. It's the case with water as well. Nice to know I swapped to a Pokemon that can't do. I swapped right to a Pokemon that can't do Diddly Squat just in time. And it's Dark and Fairy. I think Azumarill is the only one that can really do anything. I mean, if I put it to sleep, then it's completely useless. It's just a shame that I can't use Dream Eater once it is asleep. I'm not feeling too good about the fact that the Azumarill went for Aqua Jet first. Because it having Play Rough is kind of the only thing I can think. Oh, that is just. That needs to be stopped, like, now. Oh, I forgot. It's Parse Fairy. We have a Steel type in our team. Oh, we're good. And more importantly, I passed the Dynamax to someone that can actually use it offensively. This guy ended up being a lot less scary than I thought he would be. Might be speaking a little too soon because that power-up punch did so much as power-up punch before the attack boost. God, my luck. Well, at least the Obstagoon. Cool. Miss 2 sleeps and get knocked out. Glad to know that I am contributing so much to the team right now. I really got carried by my teammates in that battle. It's a shame, but at least I still have Giga Drain, and that will be useful. Hopefully that will be useful against the boss. I'm trying to think of any sort of water type combinations that would resist grass, or yeah. The only thing I can think of is a water grass, but there's no water grass legendaries. There is no water poison legendaries. Anyways, I should hit no before the less time I give myself to hit no, the less likely it is to accidentally, hit it no. I'm wondering what's going through this Obstagoon player's mind. Yeah, kind of have a feeling. So we don't exactly have the most amazing team, but it's water, so it can't be Zygarde. So I think we can make something work out. Plus, I have sleep, so hypothetically we used up all of our bad sleep luck early on. So this should be. I should get the hypnosis right away, and then I can just Giga Drain spam it until it dies, or until it faints. Until it becomes no longer the big hungus. Man, I'm missing Legends Arceus, where I can get around the fact that my sleep moves are so inaccurate by just hitting the strong style button and just, hitting the move instead of worrying about the possibility of it missing. Alright, Confine, strong start. Weird move for a Kyogre, but K. It's asleep now. Question is, would Dream Eater or Giga Drain be stronger? I think Giga Drain is super effective, but it's been a while since I compared the power of both those moves together. Let me do that real quick. 190. Oh, it's Energy Ball I have, not Dream Eater. Okay. Definitely solidifies my choice. Because I don't need the healing, so there's no reason to go for the Dream Eater yet. I wonder who, like, besides me, because I know I have Giga Drain, I don't know who would actually be viable to make use out of that Dynamax. So I guess it's good that we just take it while we can. I know game controller's low. I'll deal with the consequences when the time comes. Oh, you have Max Lightning. Never mind. Didn't do as much as I was hoping, but... Oh! Remember when I was just, in my research, just learning that Electric Terrain wakes things up? Well... maybe it's because you have to be on the ground in order to feel the effects. But that still doesn't explain what the heck happened with Aqua Jet earlier. Either way, I'm glad... No. As far as the game is concerned, it is on the ground. Even though we clearly see it floating in the air. Unless it's part flying or has the levitate ability. Or you do something with your move shenanigans. It should be considered on the ground. So... I am utterly confused, but I have no room to complain. Especially because that, oh my god, that hurt. That hurt really bad. I should have just shut my mouth and accepted the things for how they were. Oh god, we took 2 knockouts at once. Well, thankfully our most heavy hitter is still in good shape. And probably the most 2 frail Pokemon on our team can't possibly get knocked out this turn, so we should be in good shape. Plus, just got fully healed, so there's no way we could get knocked out, even if that happens again. I'm feeling pretty good, all things considered. Got that nice attack boost. I guess it's possible for us to lose, but not if that's the direction that Kyogre wants to go in. Okay, buddy. You do whatever makes you happy. And... okay. That Max Lightning did not hurt nearly as badly as the last one. No, it's fine. Took half health. That felt a bit more than before, but... Oh, great. Fantastic time for the Dynamax to run out. So... I would go for Hypnosis again, but... I don't trust my luck for... Even if I trust my luck, we're so close. It'd probably be better if we just go all out, because... if I went for Hypnosis and missed, we'd be screwed. Oh, speaking of being screwed! Who decided to give Kyogre an electric move? Oh god. Come on, we're so close. We were just like one attack. We were literally 1 round away from winning. And that shenanigans had to happen right there at the end. It is what it is, I suppose. I guess out of everything here, this would be the best thing to grab. I don't think we will ever truly understand the full nature of terrains, though, because yeah, everything's just so really screwy as far as I can tell. No, I mean, I got a shiny Kyogre from Pokemon Go already transferred to home, so I won't complain if I get a shiny Kyogre here, but there's definitely other legendaries I'd rather hunt. Alright. You know, stream hasn't even been going for an hour yet. I kind of wouldn't mind keeping a shorter stream, but we definitely got time for at least one more round. That being said, that reminds me, I wanted to at least do one Zygarde raid before the end. We'll invite others and hope and pray that people catch on real quickly that as a Zygarde raid. They won't, because I'm the one sending the invite, so no one else is gonna see what type of raid this is. But we can hope. In the meantime, I'm half tempted to re-Google terrains. Because I kinda got the feeling I didn't look it up right. So, terrains. Electric terrain. Boost electric moves. Additional effects on grounded Pokemon. Prevents Pokemon from falling asleep or becoming drowsy. Oh, okay. I think I got it. Because I put it to sleep before the terrain kicked in, that was fine. Psychic terrain still is the terrain that affects priority moves. So I'm still lost and confungal by the Azumarill not being able to do the Aqua Jet in the electric terrain. Also, this is kind of sad. The fact that we only get... Okay, we got 2 other people joining us in this raid. If we hope and pray long enough, we might find a 4th. Come on. Oh, please RNG, guys. Let me at least do one... Let me do Zygarde with a full party at least one more time in my life. I know I'm pushing my luck because of freaking... Because no one plays Sword and Shield anymore. But here. Thank you. Kind of wonder if I used all my blessings. I was just doing... I'll be honest. I was just doing a joke. I wasn't actually intending to pray for it. Oh, what am I doing? I know this is Zygarde, so I want to go for the ice types. I just wasn't too pleased by the only ice option being Sneasel, so I was trying to see if any of these others would work as support Pokemon at least. But maybe if I go for the ice type, other people get the hint that we really, really, really want ice types going into this. Shout out to the person that went with the heat more. I hope that doesn't screw us over. Okay, there's one ice type. And it's it shows up as dragon, not as ground. Thank goodness. There's not even any fairy types on the field to compete with. We are definitely getting this ice type. Alright. We got lucky enough to get 4 people. Let's just hope that the 4 people that are doing this have some concept of how this game works. Alright, so it kind of sucks to be a Sneasel user right about now. Okay. This is neutral. This is weird. You seek as water. How much does this do after Dynamax? Oh, 140. Summons heal. Well, considering my other option is probably dying, Let's just go for it. It's a really just pure fighting though. I get my confusion because it's an octopus and I'm so used to any aquatic creature being considered a water type. Not an unfair assumption, you believe. I get why they want to spice it up and not make it like every fish a water type, but it's sound logic that's been sound for a reason. Alright. I'm a little conflicted about this because the hail might cause us more problems than it helps, but I don't really know if any of our other teammates really got any better options, so I might as well just take the Dynamax early on where I can to help us do as much damage as possible. Oh. Toppy's... Well, I could... The Cofagrigus has a psychic move. It's nice. But I think I still made the right play, because I think it would have taken a couple turns for the Dynamax to make their way over to them, and even then, like, unless they were literally the next person to get the Dynamax, there's no guarantee that someone else wouldn't just intersect that Dynamax along the way. So at least I get to contribute something because of this. Oh, that must be a crit. Wow. That's a really solid time to get a crit. I wonder who's gonna get that knuckle in the face. Oh, it's the person that's quad weak to fighting. Who would have guessed? The other reason why I really wanted to go for that Dynamax, there was zero chance of me surviving that otherwise. And the fact that I got this screwed, even when I was Dynamax, it's a little concerning, not gonna lie. That's definitely gonna make the next couple battles going forward a bit rough. We've basically lost a knockout. It's actually a little worse because unless we get healing right away, it's very possible that another Pokemon would get knocked out before me, even though my knockout is pretty much inevitable. Alright. So, despite that, I still want to keep the Ice type. Like, we need Ice for Zygarde. So, scientists, I'm gonna hope that we're all on the same wavelength here. Question is, do I take... Yeah. I think there'll be at least one path before the end that has berries, so it's fine. I'll get a chance to heal eventually if I can survive long enough. So... I think it's better if I let one of the other teammates go. Possibly get something better. Possibly. Not looking too keen towards that Zygarde currently, but I'll be honest, I was really hoping we find a Pelipper along the way, so I could show off that Y-Guard Pelipper and just how just simply spamming Y-Guard makes that fight so much easier. Okay, I don't think it, unless it has Snarl, I don't think there's really even sound-based moves I could do. Use your Satin Lord, which is not going to happen because practically, if I get hit by anything, I get knocked out, so that move wouldn't do much good. I don't think the Beartic has any special moves, but if it does, its special attack sure got crippled. Tentacruel can at least wall the move, that's good. Oh, and it's got Tailwind, so maybe this is one of those more supportive Pokemon rather than offensive Pokemon, which I could live with. Yeah, that was an inevitability, unfortunately. Sucks that we're gonna go into the Zygarde fight with only 3 hits at most. But I guess, like, to some degree it's better to get this out. Just rip off the band-aid, I guess is a good way to put it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this is definitely a supportive, which I can get. And won't be as cool of a support as it could be because frickin' Zygarde has this, like, this attack the ground moves, but just can randomly put the flying types on the ground to get hit by the ground type moves. Completely defeating the purpose of that. And we got a freeze on our team. Fantastic. Also, has really no one take the Dynamax yet this entire time? Yes, I know my batteries are low. This is only stronger if I get stats lowered. I don't really see Beartech as a type to lower my stats. Wait, really? A turn 1 D freeze? What a miracle. It's not even Christmas yet. We're in that season where people celebrating Christmas and go to Christmas jail. But that's the point. We're not in Christmas yet and we're already getting the Christmas miracles. Alright. Now, question lies, who's gonna take the Beartech? Obviously shouldn't be me, because I already have an ice type. It'd be nice to have an ice type that isn't as frail as glass, but we'll work with it. Doesn't fit that's already like down to half health, probably be a good candidate to take this thing. It's a shame, like, this Beartech is really good and I really would love to have it, but I already have an ice type. And trying to figure out if I can make use out of any of these moves going into Zygarde. Snarl, I don't know if this moves count as physical or special, but if they count as special, I might be able to get some use out of Snarl that way. But in all reality, I'm probably best just to go for triple Axle. I'm just gonna go Ice because Tentacruel can help us get through real fast. And we get the berries afterwards. Oh, I'm a fool. The Backpacker, we definitely should have gone the water path. Also the fact that, like, two of our teammates, like everyone else on our team, in fact, is weak to rock. Well, let's see how this goes. Well, do I really want to take this right away? Because then I won't be able to Dynamax. I'm gonna pass and see if I can save it for an ally, because... Oh, wait. We did get a computer player. I just noticed that wasn't an avatar. Unless we lost a player. Because I thought we got 4 people and then connected right away. Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch the vlog footage. I think we lost a player. Because there's no way anyone... I would have noticed if that thing had Solar Beam sooner. Oh, man. Why right before the Zygarde? It would have been really cool if, like, this cool... Oh, it's Water Rock and not... For some reason I thought the Tentacruel would be I thought it would be double weak to tentacle for some reason. I completely glossed over the fact that it was water. Or my brain wasn't turned on enough to actually remember how water worked. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Okay, yeah. This guy's definitely new. I would have definitely remembered seeing that dopey face on the loading screen. So, we're probably going to get beaten up right before the boss. And we got... one of our players got sniped and replaced with a computer player. Oh, you know what? I gave all that hard time to the CPU for going for Solar Beam, but now that my brain is working and remembers how types work, that was actually the smart play. I'll give credit where credit is due. Alright. I don't think I think we're still at a point where we're quote-unquote safe. Like, I think we can still heal off our damage with the berries at this point and go into Zygar's full health. It's a bit of a shame we can't go into it with full hearts as well. Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm a freaking Sneasel. There's not too much I can do. And when I start like using my quad effective ice moves against the Zygar, I promise it'll be well worth it. Man, I kind of wish that would have just done enough to take it out so we wouldn't have to watch the animation of one more attack go through, but it's fine, it's over now. Pardon me? Yeah, I'm getting a bit stuffy, so I think I will... It's a short stream, but I think I will wrap it up after this. Zygar's always a good finale to end off on anyways. Oh, it's got Blizzard. But it's also part rock. Don't fall for the trap, it's gonna get obliterated by Zygar. Oh shoot. The preview only shows dragon. Someone's gonna take this thing because they only see the dragon part, are they? God, the suspense is killing me. Please just continue so I can just choose to know before anything happens. Alright, what does everyone else go for? Yeah, like, the only person I could think that would be worth taking it is seen down there in the corner there. Well, who's ready to get obliterated by AoE super effective ground type moves? This team is... We got a computer, we got a rock type, we got no Pelipper, we got everything needed for a fantastic Zygar run. Only way to get any better is if we didn't have two ice types. This is all sarcasm, you can't tell. Can two ice types carry is the big question. It's possible two ice types can carry, but there's room for it not to carry. Especially with how frail I am, how much of RNG the effectiveness of my move is going to be relying on. So 1, 2, okay, actually triple axle is always guaranteed to do 3, but that is a good chunk of damage. Not quite enough damage though. Faustin Arrows is gonna really screw us over. That's half, that's good, but it's now in range of this phase 2 super boss mode. And we got nothing to stop it from just like, yeah, we're not taking it out next turn. Yeah, it could very easily take multiple parts of our team. Oh, in this turn, oh, that's right, I got the Dynamax. Going for that. I'm a little worried that it's too little too late. But if nothing else, it'll ensure they don't die this turn. And that could be all the difference we need. Won't complain about that extra attack either. Come on, come on. Big mode activate. You can do this, Sneasel. This entire match carries on the fact of whether or not you survive the next hit, / do enough damage to take it out. Oh, yeah, this will guarantee that Blizzard hits. We were cutting it so close that I was just automatically assuming that Blizzard would hit every time, and I completely forgot that we just got stupid lucky, and it's normally a very horrible move when it comes to accuracy. Okay, I survive. 1, 2. If we don't take it out this turn, we're screwed. Yeah, that Dynamax was necessary. I would have died. Maybe I spoke too soon. I forgot to get 2 turns. I'm so happy I was actually able to withstand the hit. I think the worst part is that we may have actually been able to take it out next turn. That's how it goes still. That's the magic of this mode. Yeah. It's just the lighting. The lighting just feels different all of a sudden for some reason. I'm not really a fan of any of these, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it's pure fighting. For some reason. They really didn't want to put another water fighting type into the game for whatever reason. I don't know. I did say I was going to end off here, but I am tempted to do one more. Not sure if I have the heart to do it against Zygarde again, but... yeah, let's try Dialga. Maybe we'll get lucky and just get a whole team of ground types to lead things off with. Oh! We just got a whole team right off the bat. I definitely won't complain about that. You know, once... oh, you're kidding me. I could create a highlight from the stream deck this entire time and markers and... okay, I was just about to say... it's kind of a shame. One thing I'm... as much as I like streaming on YouTube, one thing I miss about it compared to Twitch is the fact that you can't just like clip while you're streaming, and for someone like me who doesn't get enough people watching consistently to just do the clipping for me, I really like relying on clipping things myself, especially like when the stream is over, sometimes on Twitter, and oh, we're going for Dialga. This is the only ground type move I could pick of, and the other options weren't exactly like crazy. Slimpo might get now. Pressure is okay, but not that crazy. Alright, where are the ground types? We need to go on a full ground type hunt. And it doesn't matter what else we get along the way. I was gonna say though, unable to add stream marker? Okay, I can at least create a highlight. Probably with the eco flip. A little late now, but I'll definitely worth keeping in mind for future streams. I don't know if it'd be too much work to, like, for example, with this, clip multiple Dynamax battles as I'm streaming, but who am I kidding? There's so much idle time in between that, of course, that's a good option. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna mess around with that while I'm waiting for all these animations to play out. Assuming it'll let me go that far back. Well, did I really get the paralyzation right away? Amazing. I just realized that I think I'm catching on to this Charger Bug's gimmick. At first I thought it was just really wide type coverage, but all these moves have secondary effects as well, like Spark and Paralyze, Mud Slap lowers accuracy. This is just like a jack of all trades Pokemon, and I can get behind that. I'm kind of sad that's the Blossom's only option, but it is a Blossom. I shouldn't be too shocked. Oh, am I really just gonna get the Dynamax and continue what I'm doing, but big? I guess so. Dynamax Adventure 1. Yeah, don't worry, game. Or, yeah, I didn't forget. I didn't forget that I'm low on battery. Now, I'm kind of curious how highlights work on YouTube. Is it going to just create a separate video? Because that might cause more of a mess than it helps. Or is it integrated into the stream, which might be worthless in its own way? I guess I won't know until I try, though. And I guess I'll put it on unlisted until I figure out what I want to do. And the only downside is that oh, don't mind me, I'm listening to my preview of my highlight while I'm working on it. So, I'm half expecting to get shiny on this stream, but it is like over last time that I'll totally get to enjoy Dynamax Adventure because as more time goes into the game mode, is just gonna become more and more obsolete. This is a shame because this is probably one of the most fun modes. Like, it's one of the most. This has always been the most fun part of Sword and Shield. I don't know if I wanted it off there. This has always been the most fun part. This seems like a good one. It's like it's nature. Oh well. Close enough. First set of the 11-19 stream. Put it on unlisted just in case I want to save these for videos later. Alright, Swamper's gonna do Diddly Squat. I'll just go for damage. I just realized, if Mud Slap is... I don't know if I really want Mud Slap to be the best option we have against this mode. Like, I'm not sure if I really want my legacy to be... we're going up against a Pokemon that's weak to ground. Mud Slap. And I mean, the accuracy drops might pay off. With the way the raid bosses work, might not. Point being, though, I kind of wish we had a stronger ground type option, which is why it's fantastic we're going after the Swampert here. But still, a little concerned about how things are gonna pan out, but we got some time to get something together. Also, just remember that Dialga's also weak to fighting, so if we see any fighting types along the way, wouldn't be a bad idea to go after them as well. Cause say what you will, but I think our team needs a little bit of work if we want to get by that Dialga in one piece. I just realized like how crippled Altaria is. Oh. You know what, it's been a little bit since I hydrated. Let's take care of that. Oh, it's totally uploading it. It's totally uploading that highlight as a separate video. Well, a good thing I have it unlisted. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna do anything, but it's good to have. Don't mind me. I'm like minus the first stream I did this month. It's been like 3, maybe even 4 years since I last did a YouTube stream. Cool. My battery went dead. Good thing I have the charger for this controller right here, and the only consequence I'll have to suffer is holding the controller at a little awkward of an angle. But that's something I would have had to suffer through regardless. Even if I like started the stream with it charged and all. Alright, so looks like we're gonna get through this without any faints. But what luck are we gonna have in the following one? That's a bit of a dilemma in of itself. You know what I should do? Cause it's gonna be harder and harder to get randos to keep this game alive. I should recruit some friends to actually do these with, because I would like to keep doing this. It's just a matter of finding people to do it with. The problem is I don't do streams or commentaries with friends as is, just because it's so I struggle with managing. It's enough of a struggle to manage time with all the things I do. Trying to manage other people's schedules to make them work with my schedule. It's a whole extra layer to that. Alright, I'm gonna wait, but I'm pretty sure the Altaria user's gonna take that. They really should. Someone please take the Swampert. Fine, I'll take the freaking Swampert. I figure someone else would take the Swampert so we get some cover. I thought I could keep the Charger Bug so we get extra ground coverage, but fine. Rather have someone take it. Okay, we at least have the decency to go after this ground type as well. I was actually kind of worried that people were like, oh, backpacker, item! And get so caught up in that mindset that they don't even bother going for. Maybe I should have done Mudslap just to show people that I had to move. Because the more I think about it, like, even if it wasn't doing a lot of damage, dropping the accuracy of that Dialga would have been nice. But I really couldn't let this Swampert go without someone picking it up. You know what? Fine. I'll take the Dynamax. The faster we take out the Sand Slash, the more likely we'll get through this fight without any knockouts. The Altaria is basically on. How do I say this about actually saying also? Oh, it happened again. I didn't even notice we got a computer until just now. The game is that's it. The game's being coy and just sneaking the NPCs in the lobby before I even notice that they're there. Because there's no way that's an actual avatar. Good lord. Yeah, I really need to find friends and actually start trying to manage time together to actually do this. Do I have anyone on my team? Because if we have computers, the EA has at least been smart enough that I haven't been able to tell right away. Like, they've been acting as good as some of the randos that I've been paired up with. Ooh, and I was worried about the Altaria. God. Stronger? You're telling me that wasn't the first knockout? And I just forgot one already? Come on, I was worried enough about the Altaria getting knocked out. And now we got another one to deal with too? I swear, if we're going into this Yaga fight with only 2 hearts, that's gonna suck so bad. Any day now. I know there's only 2 other people playing at most. You don't need to be coy and pretend that there's 3 players on the field. Alright. And Swampert will take it out. I'll be honest, I would have preferred the Altaria get taken out, because that way I'll at least start off the next fight with full health. But I guess we'll manage. One thing's for sure, I'm keeping the Swampert, and someone else has to take the Sand Slash. We need every advantage we can get to pull a comeback out of the blue. So, strat would be to scroll down the note as quickly as possible in hopes that someone else will take it. Come on, it's a ground type. We're going up against steel type. Thank you. Kinda negates the berries at all. Really would have wished the Bensequin player would have taken it, but what you gonna do? At least we got 2 ground types going into it. Better than nothing. Alright. We got Swampert here. Pressure, which I don't think is gonna be an issue because we'll just... either we die or it dies, or it faints before that's an issue. Yeah, let's just go straight for the ground type moves. I was tempted to set up, but yeah. I get the feeling that special moves are gonna be the least of our worries. Let's see what the Vesequin does. The fact that Vesequin user didn't take is... oh, that's revenge. You know what? I take back what I said. The Altaria was a race swap, because this is at least something. And at least we don't have to worry about phase 2, like with freaking Zygarde. And someone's going for the Dynamax, fantastic. Not really so keen on it being the War Turtle going for the Dynamax, but at least it's super effective damage to some degree. Okay, perfect. The Vesequin got even stronger, so after this attack boost, that revenge is going to be devastating, which is what we need. We need the Pokemon that aren't ground types to get any boost they can get to make up for the fact that they don't get the same type attack bonus. So anything that works in your favor is fantastic. Boom. Not as much as I was hoping, but it's solid damage for non-stab. Just gotta cross my fingers that this round goes as smoothly as the last one, and I think we got it. I forgot to pay attention to how many hearts we had before going in. I think we got room for one mistake. but we shouldn't even have to get to that point. A little scary to sink that deep, because I get the feeling if we are going to lose Pokemon, it would be 2 at once. But we're all pretty good on health, so that feels unlikely. And we can presume and hope that it stays unlikely. Yeah, that's coming eventually. At least it's on the Dynamax. I don't know if... this is the downside I thought of the War Turtle taking it, because it's not fully evolved or anything. Oh, really? No. Really? I get that your fighting move did diddly squat. But we really needed every little ounce of damage that we could get this turn. Okay, I think we'll still have it. That was just a little too scary because I didn't think we would have enough afterwards. Not sure if the crit was necessary, but I'll take it. Perfect. Nice. What a ball to end off our Dynamax Adventures on. Nice indeed. Oh, that's right. I'm on a cable, so my controller is literally no room at all. Nice catch. Give me 1 sec. I'm totally not making the best I can to a YouTube clip of the events that just transpired. Alright, so let's just get the shiny check out of the way. No shinies, unfortunate. I guess it would be a lot to ask for just 2 days of playing to not get a shiny, but really hoping, because I don't know how frequently these types of streams will be after today. And wow, we got completely neutral natures on everything, so I don't even know which one I should really take. I guess Vesequin seems the most memorable, considering that it helped. I wouldn't say it carried, but it was a surprisingly vital member of the team. Okay, so I guess we were only getting 3 players at a time lately. So yeah, keep the Dialga record. But that is about an hour and a half stream, and I think for a quick casual stream, that's a good place to end off on. I wish you could do raids, but I don't even know if I could do that even if I wanted to, because I'm not partnered and all. Any sort of shout out I can give before ending off in the process? Let me check my sub feed real quick and see. So, I do have one thing I could talk about before we go. I haven't decided what yet, but I got a little extra time off next week, so I'm thinking of doing a couple doing a couple streams throughout next week to make up for that. So I was gonna do like 1 or 2 casual streams throughout next week, but maybe I'll do the Dawn Gym recording over on Twitch instead for like maybe Monday or Tuesday. And if I do any casual streams on YouTube, I'll just actually be able to schedule them in advance. I don't know when I'm going to do them yet, but you'll actually get to see in advance. Okay, I rambled too long. So that news wasn't even relevant, but watching the VOD, like if I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm going to try to schedule that stuff in advance. Otherwise, I'm Jack K over on Twitch as well, so if you... What... I gotta narrow down how I want to handle streaming, because, like, I'm really enjoying streaming on YouTube more than I am on Twitch, but I don't want to leave the Twitch people completely out either. I was mostly just sticking to Jin over on Twitch because I started it on there. Whatever the case may be, though, yeah, I'm gonna just stop now before I really... I'm gonna stop while I'm behind. Take care.